Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, Today on the Crafter's Forge, I'm going to show you how I painted him. Oh yeah, I also made him too, but I didn't record that, so sorry guys. But I did record how I painted this, and I'll give you a quick rundown on what I did. So stick around, I'll show you more.
Alright guys, well, here is my Devourer. Right here I'm going to use this spring green for the highlights. I'm going to use this true green for like a mid-tone. And I'm going to use the Christmas green for like the shades. And I'm going to use my Airbrush flow improver and water. And that's all you're going to need. So I take my Christmas green and I mix it up with a little bit of 2 drops of flow improver and a little bit of water. Thinned it out so it'll be able to spray through. Put a little bit of ass to it so it percolates, mixes that paint and water right up. It's better than mixing it. Then I'm going to test it right out on my hand just to see if it's perfect. Looks good to me. And here we go. So what you want to do with the Christmas green, since it's the darkest green, you want to hit this whole figure from head to toe. Just completely cover it. Pretty much just cover up any of the black primer. That's what I like to use. I like to use the black primer on homemade figures. Just hides a lot of stuff. Here it is. You can see that I'm almost done with the Christmas green. Just hitting a little bit more. Just go right around your figure and just blast it with that paint. Just get it going. Don't be scared. It's just paint. All I use is acrylic paints, so everything's non-toxic and water-based. Alright. And right here, I just take a little cap from one of my kids' candies. I just wash it out real good, and I just keep those because they're good to keep that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to keep that Christmas green in there a little bit. I'm going to mix it in with some true green. Get that nice little tone going on without having like splatters or like super coarse like shadows. And right now we're just pretty much making all our greens from like darkest to lightest, and you want to work your way up. And right here I mix a little bit up. Boom. I'm gonna start hitting it, and I'm just gonna think about how the sun or how the light would hit and like the shadows from it, and just try to keep your hands and your figure at the same like area. You don't want to go underneath. You want to keep that dark tone underneath it, because the sun don't go near your ass. It doesn't go underneath where you're like, you're bending your legs. The sun don't hit there. So we just gotta keep it on the top, work your way down. Get right in there. Like some spots you got to get right in there. Make sure that you get like the shoulder blades. The sun's gonna hit that. Don't be afraid. Just take risks. Don't be scared about it. Like, it's just paint. You can paint it all over again. Sometimes I like doing that just to get better at a figure. Like this one, I might paint this one over again. I don't know until I'm done. We'll see. Just hitting it a little bit more. Boom. Yeah. Alright, that looks pretty good. You can see a little bit of shade to it. It's still green. But you're putting the highlights to it. It's going to work it right up. It's going to look super killer. It's going to look great. Yeah, don't be scared to get right in there. Hit it a couple of times, you know. Thin coats. Thin coats always helps out. Alright, well here, I'm going to empty this out. I'm going to completely empty it out, clean it right out. You got to see how I do that. This is a cool trick that I learned from Kenny Boucher from Next Level Painting. Sorry about that. But yeah, just put a little bit of water in there, let it percolate, get that paint out of that needle area, your nozzle, so it don't dry up on you. Just blast it right in there. Now I have this little tub just sitting right underneath my feet, just so I don't have to take it apart and go to the kitchen. Now that right there is just Windex, just because it's just makes it clean a little bit better, I guess. I just like to do that. Just it also mixes, like, thins the paint out a little bit more better than regular water. Yeah, I'm gonna just take a crap rag and put my finger right in it and just clean it right out. I don't want any of that dirty green, that dark dirty green. I want nice highlights now, so I'm gonna switch it right up. I'm gonna put some of that water in there, blast it in there, clean that right out. That gets right down inside there, so I don't have to take the needle right out and clean inside the little pot area. If anybody has like a master airbrush gun, then they know how it is. The G255, I think it is. But here, I'm going to take a little bit more flow improver, just 2 little drops. Boom, that's all you need. Oh, I don't think I got good enough ones there. Put it in there. I'm gonna pre-lubricate my needle so the paint doesn't stick to it. And mix it right up. And here we go. Get that other stuff right out of the way. I don't want to spill it. I'm gonna take this. Oh, I'm off camera. I'm gonna try to do 2 drops in there. Probably 1 drop, since I'm just doing a little bit. I think it's just 1 drop. Nope, 2 little drops. Yep. See, look at that. That's all you need. That's all you need. Just 2 little drops. Thin it out. And it goes a long way. And man, like, for the longest time, I was so afraid to use an airbrush to paint my miniatures because, yeah, I just didn't know how to. And then I just jumped right into it, and boom, I've been doing it ever since. And man, I've noticed that I've saved a lot more paint doing it through my airbrush and than doing it with a brush. Yeah, like drastic amounts. Like, I'm not going through paint like, oh yeah, right here, just 2 little drops of water, just thin it right out, put a little bit of ass to it, let it percolate, mix right up. I'm gonna just mix that up, just get some of them bubbles down, I think. Yeah. Boom. Now, see, now I'm like picking and choosing. Like, where do I want this highlight? Where do I want the light to be, like, super bright? Just remember, like what Kenny Boucher said. I'm still gonna go by it. Just, you want to bring it up to 11 before you drop it back down to 10, and that's what I've been doing. And man, my painting has just gone right up there. I love it. Here we go. Oh yeah, it was a little too thin. A couple more drops in here. It's all right. I'm going to use it again. And mix it right out. Make sure it's mixed right again. Yeah, you don't want any of the like clumps coming through. It makes speckling, and you don't want your shades and your highlights to speckle. You want them to have a nice fade, like perfect, like, you know. without using your washes, you can make a nice shade on a figure. Nice shade on a figure. So here we go. I got it spraying out real good. So now I'm gonna start, boom, hitting it from the top down. You know, that's where the light hits. You know, this guy's hunched over, so I gotta hit, you know, pretty much the front top of his chrome. And get your shoulders, get, you know, your arms where it bends out, where the, you know, where the light's gonna hit. Get your little knees where it bends out. Boom. Once you get that all done, boom, looking pretty good. You can see some more highlights right there. You can see everything, man. It's looking pretty good. Boom, look at that. Like, you can see that. Oh, look at that, huh? You can see all the shades and everything. Man, that looks pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna hit it a couple more spots where I think I need it. I think I'm hitting it right there on his face where it's like top of his nose, the top of his chin, like area. I don't really know. I think I'm just going right to town where I think it should be. Like, I think I'm hitting it one more time to make those highlights just pop just a little bit more. Because I am going to put a wash to it. It's going to be a brown wash. And man, once I put that brown wash to it, it's gonna dull that down. So I'm bringing everything up to an 11 before I drop it back down to 10. And this is a homemade figure that I made out of my scrap box. Just stuff laying around. Boom, I think this is going to be one mean creature to come across. Look at that top down look. You can see the highlights from that. Boom. You could. Oh yeah, I'm hitting a couple more spots. Oh yeah, right there, right on the spine. I'm trying to hit those so you can actually see the little spine piece. Look at that. Boom, popping right out. It's looking good now. I'm gonna hit it some more. Yeah, it's gonna look good. It's looking good. So, just take it one more pass just to see, you know. So now I'm gonna hit it one more time. Give it three coats. I do believe I just on like one little spot. Just boom. Just make it pop out a little bit more. Look at that, boom. Just made that pop right out real good. Boom. Boom, yeah, hit that hand too, you know, like, don't be scared. Take chances. That's what painting is all about. You know, taking chances and like taking that challenge. You know, challenge yourself. Like, look at that. That looks pretty good. Boom. Man, them highlights look pretty dope. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. Looking it over one more time. Like, look at that. It's dry now. Look at that. Boom. You know, like when paint dries, it will like dull down brightness a little bit, so you kind of want to, you know, take a couple minutes, let it dry before you hit it, if you need to hit it one more time, you know. But I think that actually looks pretty good. So there you go.
Yeah, guys, there he is. There you go. That was a run through of how I airbrush a miniature, and next episode I'm going to show you how I did the brushwork and the washes. Till next time, I'll show you more.